Hello, it's Mama Robin or Texas Beach Mom, whichever you prefer. It's kind of your choice. If you are new here, welcome. I am a small channel that talk about a little bit of everything, but mostly toxic relationships and true crime, because in a lot of cases, true crime and toxic relationships, there's usually a toxic relationship within the true crime. But mostly on Wednesdays, or actually every Wednesday, I talk about the Watts case. It's Watts Wednesday. And if you're a return visitor, thank you for coming back. Okay, there's been so many things I wanted to talk about today, and I haven't fully decided which one. So this is going to be a hard Wednesday to get through. There's been a lot that's happened, not with the case. I am seeing a lot of channels that's taking the same old information and they're revamping it. They're giving it a catchy new title. They're saying it in a different order, but it's the same stuff. I'm seeing a lot of channels do that. I don't really want to call anybody out for that, because they're trying to make money. I'm not making money. I'm not making money, and I'll probably never have enough people to make money. But I'm not that worried about it. I'm more worried about just getting out the facts. But I've seen a lot of channels, even the ones I typically like, just rehashing the same stuff in different order. The smart ones, because they don't have anything new, the smart ones are leaving it alone. Like Bailey Sarian, I mentioned her last Wednesday. She's not doing anything new with it because she doesn't have anything new. She's doing other stuff. Swoop is another one I've mentioned that does a good job. She's not doing anything new with it, or I haven't seen anything new. She covers other stuff. I mean, there's a lot of other people that cover other stuff. But, like, I can give you an example. Kelly, What's the Obsession? She's put out a lot of new videos, but it's the same information. She's added a timeline to it or vamped it up a little bit, but it's the same information. I haven't seen anything new. I do see new stuff occasionally. If I go back and watch, like, Geneva's stuff, it's older stuff, like when the case first came out, but it's information I didn't have. And sometimes it's information I haven't seen anybody else talk about. Like that time I mentioned the ponytail holders. The ponytails. Might have been one of Shannan's. Might have been one of the girls. I'm kind of with her. I don't think so. But, hey, whatever. And I hate to admit it, because I'm not typically one of these people that likes to ride the fence. I do a lot with Nicole Kessinger, because I've got hair. It's just like hanging in my face. It was like keeps dropping down over my face. Nicole Kessinger, I still believe was part of it. She was there that morning. Her phone pinged. A lot of people like to say, oh, she's a victim too. Chris took advantage of her. He did. But she was taking advantage of him as well. She stalked him out. She preyed upon him. She was looking him up. I'm still trying to get some information together. There are some channels that are claiming that they have a timeline and can prove she was there. I have yet to see proof. I've seen good theories that support it, but I've not seen proof of it. And that's partly why I go back and forth with Nicole Kessinger. I believe she was part of it. You cannot, I've had people come on channel and go, no, she's a victim. No, I don't think so. I respect their opinion. That is their opinion. They have that right to their opinion. I just don't agree with their opinion. I have not seen any actual proof of it. But she's done so much wrong. She's, just by deleting the stuff on her phone, that's a felony. I'm sorry. Just some basic stuff like that. That's already a felony. So my book, she's already committed a felony. She's already been there. And I did present a theory last week, I do believe, about the fact that maybe Nicole Kessinger is already in prison. I mean, nobody has seen or heard from her. Nobody seems to know where she is exactly. It is possible. I mean, because, okay, here's something. And I keep seeing this pop up. I keep seeing this pop up over and over and over, that she was under the witness protection program. No, she wasn't. It is in the discovery that Coder, not Coder, Rourke, that said that she was a protected witness. But at not one time did he say she was in the witness protection program. And there is a difference. A protected witness is somebody that they're protecting them because they're going to use them as a witness in court. Okay? So they're protecting them. Falls under a certain amount of protection. Witness protection program is when the government changes your name, they put you in a new private location, they help you get a new job, they send you away somewhere. She's still in Colorado, from what we understand. She is supposedly sometimes using the name Nicole Miller, from what we understand. But she was never in the witness protection program. She was a protected witness, and there is a difference. And I don't know why people don't seem to get that there is a difference. Oh, it says so. She was a protected witness. Yes, she was. That's not the same as witness protection program. There is a vast difference. Witness protection is for people, like if there's a trial and you're going to testify in court, or you have testified in court. A protected witness is somebody that's going to testify in court. A witness protection program is if you have testified in court. And I think that they use the witness protection program if it's a big enough trial and there's enough problems, there's threats, then I do think sometimes they use it for that too. She was just a protected witness. In other words, that's the reason why they treated her with kid gloves, because she was a protected witness. She flipped the script on him. She hunted him down. She hunted down him and Shannan way before they started dating, and then they started dating way before they admit to it. Or at the very least, as I've said, they flirted with you. I think they meant at the gym. I've been looking for more proof on that, because my gut instincts, and so far my gut instincts have been pretty accurate. My gut instincts keep telling me that they meant at the gym, because there was that period of time that Shannan's parents, Sandy and Frank, lived at the house, as I've mentioned before. He wasn't working out in the basement at that time because they were living in the basement. I don't know why in that big of a house they were living in the basement, but they were. They were living there. So he started working out at the gym. Well, when they moved out, Shannan bought some gym equipment so he would come home and start working at home. I think she knew something was up then, because I think that's why she bought the equipment. And I think that's why she bought the equipment. She was trying to get him to come back home. I think she suspected something back then. And I think they met at the gym, as I've said in the previous videos. I think that there was maybe some first it was casual glances, and then it was maybe the occasional waving hi, and then it went to, a little bit of mild flirting. It may have not been physical yet, but they met at the gym. I'm positive of it. And I'm about 90% sure that Shannan met her at least once and just didn't realize who she was. Some of it's, okay, all that one's speculation. I don't have any proof of any of that. But I do. There's some people, oh, she was just a catalyst. I don't know, man. I can't put my finger on that one. I don't think she was just a catalyst. I do think that she was part of it. I know the haters are gonna come after me. They're gonna bombard my page. But no, she was an innocent victim. I don't think so. I just don't think so. There's too much going on. Now, I do think that the ponytail holder, even though it was just a speculation, it was just a theory, and I did present it as a theory. I do think it's worth looking into. Why was that ponytail holder? It wouldn't have been like Shannan to have that ponytail holder in the middle of the floor in Cece's bedroom. If she'd have seen it on the floor, she'd have picked it up. I think even if Bella had seen it on the floor, she would have picked it up and given it to her mother. I don't know about Cece, but Bella, I think, would have even picked it up. See, this was after they were dead, after the police went through. It was after the cleanup. There was a ponytail holder there, and there was some proof of, or okay, not proof. Let me be careful with that word. There was a neighbor that called in the police 2 or 3 times after Chris was in jail and said that there was somebody inside that house. There's also a video that Geneva put out that shows a shadow in the driveway. I think it was after Chris was in jail. I'd have to go back and see if I can find it again. Or maybe if one of you can find it and tell me about it. But there was a shadow in the driveway. And she pointed out, like, why is that shadow there? You know, what is that shadow doing there? So there's that. I don't know. I keep going back and forth. Or sometimes I listen to her and I'm like, ugh, maybe she was just a catalyst. And then there's times I go back and I rewatch it and I'm like, no, she was there. That, and I gotta keep in mind that her phone did ping there that morning. No reason for it to ping there if she wasn't there. I don't think he took Shannan by himself. And I definitely don't think she took him in bed. He took Shannan by himself, and I don't think he did it in bed. Because as I've said, there'd be a nasty stain in the middle of the mattress. That's just all there is to that. There would have been a stain. When her bodily functions released all her fluids, there would have been a noticeable stain and a smell in that mattress. So I don't think that he took her there. I do think that he killed her at the house. A lot of people say that one. And I think he killed her downstairs on that rug in the basement. I think she confronted him in the basement. And I think she killed him. He killed her in that basement on that rug. And I think that's why that shampoo was sitting right there. And I think that's why that rug was rolled up and stuffed on one of those shelves. And I think that's why the dog kept going off in that basement. And they just ignored it. The dog was going off in the basement and they kept acting like, oh, the dog's just stupid. The dog was going off because he was smelling something, you know. He was hitting on it, and I think the rug was what he was hitting on. They didn't see anything. They didn't see anything draw attention, so they just kind of ignored the dog. But the dog went off 2 or 3 times in that basement. I mean, if y'all go back, anybody wants to go back and rewatch the body cam footage, he was going off in that basement. And she just kind of ignored that dog. She just kind of blew that dog off. You know, like, oh no, the dog's just being stupid. I don't agree. I think the rug is the key there. And I've mentioned this before in the other one. I still see a lot of comments about she was too hard on him. Oh, again, woe is fucking me. She wanted him to act like a normal human being, help out with kids. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, some people. And I think people are making this, I've watched a lot of videos, and I think people are overcomplicating this. I don't think it was that complicated. I don't think, I've heard of an explosion theory going around, like there was supposed to be an explosion at Anadarko, and that's how Chris was going to get rid of Shannan's body, and kids happen to be collateral damage. No, the kids were part of it, because he has said so many times, not that the kids were part of it. Matter of fact, originally he said that he didn't even kill the kids. He said that Shannan killed the kids and he killed Shannan, which I don't buy that at all. He also said the videos, that he didn't like doing the videos. Again, I have a problem with that. I don't believe him. I've had so many people get mad at me about that. Oh, he said he didn't like the videos. He said they made him mad. He didn't look too mad. I mean, there was a few of them he looked kind of like, okay, whatever. There was a couple where he didn't look real happy about it, and there was a couple that he didn't seem to carry the way, and there was a couple he seemed to enjoy being in. I mean, I don't think he had a problem with the videos. I think the problem was with Shannan. So I think as long as he was happy with Shannan, I think he was fine to be in the videos. I think when he was not happy with Shannan, he wasn't as happy to be in the videos. And again, I don't think that videos were the biggest problem, partly because of that and partly because he was selling the shit himself. He sold Thrive. He sold Thrive under his name. Now, Shannan might have done the work. Shannan might have done the work for him, but he sold Thrive and he made money off Thrive. So every time she did a video, he probably was somewhat happy to be in it because he knew it was going to make money for him. And I've said this before. I don't really have anything new this week. I wish I did. I've been looking for something new to talk about. I've been watching some of Geneva's stuff because while it's older material, I have strongly suggested that people go watch Geneva's stuff because even though it's older stuff, it's older material, it was fresh at that time. And she has pointed out things that most people won't catch. So goody for her. I still think we should go back and watch more of her stuff. I don't know, man. I don't have a lot today. I did. Oh, I have something. One of the things that people keep coming to me about, well, she was in debt all the way up to her eyebrows. I don't know how the hell she can afford to do her fingernails. Oh, yes, they had debt problems. But I've seen people, and I'm not shaming anyone. I'm not throwing shade. I'm not shaming people. I'm not trying to speak ill of anyone. Because I think I've been guilty of it too at times. But I know women that are pretty poor, pretty more destitute than Shannan. They're living on government money and they're living on food stamps and they're doing this and that and other, and they go get their nails done. Maybe they shouldn't, but they do. So, and getting the nails done is not the expensive luxury it used to be. It's still expensive, and that's why I don't get mine done. And here's something else that crossed my mind when I was thinking about that. We don't know that she was getting them done at the salon every time. I mean, yeah, there was times that she obviously went to the salon. Sometimes she did them, maybe she did them herself. Maybe she had really good press-on nails that she was putting on for videos so that her nails would look good for the videos. I've got some really good sets of press-on nails that I can put on if I use the little sticky tabs that come with them. They usually last a few hours. And if I use the nail glue, I can usually get them last 2 or 3 days. So if you go out and get a decent pair of press-on nails, you can do your own nails at home and have them look good for videos. Because let's say she does her own nails and then puts some press-on nails on and then does a video. Maybe she wasn't spending that much money. We don't know that she was spending money getting her nails done. Yes, we do know that she went to the nail salon and got them done occasionally, or at least in her words, she was going to the salon. She might have just said she might have been putting on press-on nails at home and might have been telling people she was going to the salon because she was trying to give the appearance of having the money. I don't agree with that, but we all know she was doing it. I'm not picking on Shannan. I'm not saying that she was at fault. I'm not saying she deserved to die. I'm just saying that she liked to put on airs, and we all know that she liked to put on airs. So maybe instead of spending the money at the salon, maybe she was using press-on nails or something once in a while. Maybe she went to the salon once in a while, and when she couldn't afford to go to the salon, maybe she was using press-on nails just so that they would look good for the videos, so they could be beautiful in the videos. Because mine look like crap because I ain't done it. Because I don't care. Because I'm 60 and I don't give a shit. But I've heard people comment about that. Oh, why is she spending all this money on fingernails when she was bankrupt? Okay, she wasn't bankrupt. She had filed for bankruptcy once, and they might have had to file again. I don't know. We don't know that. Some of us are speculating, and some of us are speculating way too far. Let's see. I do know that a lot of her bills were medical bills. There was the kids' medical bills every time she took them to the doctor. There was the neck surgery she was paying off. She didn't have thousands of dollars worth of Thrive sitting in the basement. Somebody show me a picture, an actual photograph or film of Shannan's basement with thousands of dollars of Thrive sitting in that basement. I want to see that picture. Somebody actually link me that picture and I'll take a look at it. Some of these people come up with these wild ass theories because they're busy trying to put her down and they don't know anything about her. They really shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that to anybody. Well, maybe Nicole Kessinger, because she kind of brings a lot of it. Okay, she definitely brings a lot of it on herself. But a lot of her medical bills, a lot of her bankruptcy problems were medical bills, student loans, the kids' medical bills, because she was always taking those allergy tests are damned expensive. So is that fibromyalgia testing and the lupus stuff. That's all very expensive. So that was a lot of it. Thrive might have played a part in it. I don't know. Neither does anybody else. So if you're going to come around, run around and going, she spent too much money on that damn Thrive, have proof of it. That's all I'm saying. Show me proof of it. Give me proof. Please. If you have proof of something, then show it to me. I will look at it and I will be honest about what I saw. But nobody's ever been able to do that. And again, I can't reiterate enough. We all do this thing where we talk about how well we know her, but we don't. Nobody knows what happened when the cameras were off. Nobody knows what she was like when the cameras were off. Nobody knows what he was like when the cameras were off. It's just facts. Just facts, ma'am. So all these people running around going, she pushed him around and she was mean to him and she did this and she did that. Show me actual proof of it. Don't show me doctored clips like Neek's Peaks, because a lot of her clips are edited to look like something that they're not. Bring me actual footage. You bring me actual footage and I'll look at it. And if you don't have it and you don't know who else has it, then you probably shouldn't be saying anything, then should you? Just my advice. I'm just this little lady here in Texas, just supposedly minding my own business. I'm no good at that. But seriously, all kidding aside, if you have proof of it, link it to me. Leave it to me. Give me a link in the comments. I'll look at it, and if I feel like it's good proof or that it represents well, whether it shines good on Shannan or not, I'll look at it and I'll be honest about it. If you don't have good proof of it, then don't say anything. That's all I'm saying. I mean, you can have opinions. Everybody does. You can have speculations. Everybody does. But if you're going to do things like child abuse and bankruptcy stuff against somebody that's already dead, oh, wow, how brave are you to be able to stand up and say, well, Shannan did this, this, and this, and this, and this, and she's dead and she can't defend herself. Really brave. That takes bravery. You should be proud of yourselves. I just like to present the facts. That's what I said. I don't really have much because a lot of I read this discovery again. I didn't find anything new or interesting that I may have overlooked. I've watched some people's videos. I'm trying to find stuff that I may have overlooked or that I didn't know about. And a lot of people are just rehashing the same stuff and just putting it up as a new video with a new title on it. Maybe they're adding timelines to it or something. But it's still basically the same information. And I don't think anybody's going to have new stuff. But if you have any new stuff or you know something that I don't know or you think you found something new or interesting, tell me about it in comments or leave me a link in the comments. I'll go look at it. And I've been trying to post videos and stuff on my page saying, hey, go check this out. I think this is worth watching. I've discovered, like I said, I discovered Geneva, and I've been going back and watching her stuff. Crime Catalyst is another one I go back and I watch once in a while, because I just recently discovered her, like within the last couple months. You know, so bring me something. I'll look at it. I'll be honest. And if I think you did good, I'll tell you you did good. If you didn't do so good, I probably won't say anything to you at all, because I'm trying to be nice. But yeah, if you think you've got something new, by all means, tell me about it. Link it. If you're just going to come to my page and just bitch and bitch and bitch about my hair or my face or whatever, then keep that shit to yourself. I don't go bother you about what you look like. I could, but I don't. If you're going to tell me what a horrible mother Shannan was, bring me proof of it. Don't bring me Nick's Peaks proof or Meredith proof. Bring me actual freaking proof of her being abusive. And then people use the example, well, she used to lock those kids in her bedroom. No, she didn't. There was many times those kids would come in the middle of the night and snug you in bed. Those kids weren't locked in their bedrooms. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever read. And then people go on that Baby Wise trip. Oh, she used that Baby Wise, and she had those kids on a feeding schedule and wouldn't feed them when they were hungry because she had them on a schedule. Yeah, I'm sure there's times that she broke the schedule. We all do. Like if she wasn't home at a certain time, she couldn't follow it for whatever reason. We all have done that. But she was trying to get them on a schedule, on a feeding and a sleeping schedule. Because that helps them. I mean, kids actually thrive on a schedule. They do better on a schedule. Jesus, somebody needs to learn that shit. What else have I seen lately come up at me again? Okay. I can't think of it. I should have jotted it down. I think I did jot it down somewhere, and I forgot where the hell I jotted it down at. It's part of getting old. Let's see. What was it somebody came at me with? So Walkie's had a few things that he's done lately that are okay. He relies to... Oh! That's something else, yeah. He's been doing videos about this tarot card reader by the name of Sage. And he gives her great reviews. Well, that's because he doesn't understand tarot cards. He doesn't understand how they work. He doesn't understand the layout, the spread, or anything else, because if he understood that stuff, he wouldn't be giving her a great review. I've watched a few of her videos. I was kind of curious, because I do tarot cards myself. I've been out of practice for a while, but I'm sure I could pick it back up again. My daughter, my oldest child, does tarot card readings on... I think she has a post in Instagram. And she does tarot card readings for people. And she's good at it. She's better at it than I am. But with that being said, so there's this lady named Sage that Sawoki talks about, and he brags about how good she is at it, but that's because he doesn't understand it. If he actually understood it, he wouldn't be bragging about how good she is. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying she's an absolute fraud. I just don't think... I think she lays out the cards, and I don't think she interprets them right. I think she just tells people what she thinks they want to hear. That's just my opinion of her. I don't know the name of her channel. The name of the woman is Sage. I don't know the name of the channel. She calls herself Sage. And she never shows her face. I've only seen like her arms, her tattooed arms and hands as she's laying out the cards and she's reading the cards. You can see her hand go across the cards. I've never seen a video with her face. And that doesn't mean anything. I'd rather not show mine. But, yeah, I do tarot cards, and my daughter does them, and Zawoki gives her good reviews because, well, she's mentioned him a few times. And I don't think he understands them, or otherwise I don't think he would be talking about how good she is. That's all I'm saying. I'm not putting him down. I'm just saying that I don't think Sage is doing what she says she's doing. I'm not saying that she doesn't know how to read tarot cards. She probably does. But I don't think she's reading them accurately in the sense of, I think she's reading them accurately and then translating them into something that's more appropriate to what the audience wants to hear. I think she may be doing fake readings. Let's put it that way. Again, I'm not saying she doesn't know how or that she's not any good at it. I'm just saying on the Chris Watts case, I think she's been doing some fake readings. I think she's putting some information out there that's not correct. So that's all I got on Chris Watts' case today. I've been trying to pull up something new. And like I said, a lot of people are just rehashing the same shit. So if I come up with something, I'll do a new video. I'll do a replacement video. If not, I'll be back next Wednesday. But as I promised, I'm going to do a spotlight on different content creators. Now, because I have such a wide variety of interests. Some of these people I'm going to bring up may not be what you would think are your cup of tea. They might not be. I'm bringing them up because I think they're excellent creators. And not all of them are true crime. I watch gamers. There's a lot of gamers I watch. I watch reaction videos. I watch people that do reaction videos, which is basically what Zilwoki does. I mean, that's pretty much his baseline, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But today's spotlight is going to be on a content creator by the name of Markiplier. 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 That's his name, and that's the name of his channel. It's simply called Markiplier. And he does scary games. Well, he does gaming, and most of his games are scary games. But he also creates his own movies. He does a lot of your choose your own adventure movies where he writes it, directs it, produces it, acts in it, does the whole thing. You got to remember his sense of humor. Probably his actual personal sense of humor is probably pretty good. I mean, he is 35 years old. But a lot of his fan base, his subscribers, are younger people. So his sense of humor in a lot of these videos are for a younger crowd. But I still find his content pretty good. I think he's really funny. And for the most part, I think he's pretty genuine. So that's my spotlight this week, is on a content creator by the name of Markiplier. Markiplier. At least go check him out. If he's not your cup of tea, he's not your cup of tea. But I think you should check him out. I'm only spotlighting people that I think are excellent creators. Whether they create the content you like or not, they are good creators within their own spectrum. They're very good creators. Otherwise, they wouldn't say anything. So that's my content creator for the week. I didn't really have much for Watch Wednesday, but I did promise I'd be here. So I'm here. I just don't have anything new. Again, I can't reiterate enough. If you get proof of something, just link it to me in the comments. Tell me about it in the comments. Tell me how I can find it. Say something in the comments. Either give me a link, tell me how I can find it, tell me where it is. If you have suggestions for Watch Wednesdays, if you have questions, if I get enough information, I'll do a new video within the next couple days. I just haven't been able to find anything new this week. I really haven't. I've tried. And tomorrow's a holiday. So that on top of everything else going on, I want everybody to have a great holiday tomorrow. I want everybody to have fun, but make good decisions. Be safe. Don't see how long you can hold a firecracker before it goes off. Common sense. Everybody have a great time. Everybody be safe. Like I said, if I get some new stuff, I'll do a new video. If not, I'll be back next Wednesday. I haven't been doing the Sunday thing. I've not been getting enough people talk to me about the Sunday thing. So, if I get something new, I'll be back. Otherwise, I love everybody. I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to be happy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.